fellas, how we doing? Getting a little chilly here up in Michigan. It's I think we're gonna say get down to 40s tonight. Last night it must got pretty cold because everything was frosted over this morning. So yeah, winter's coming. That is what it is. As you can tell, all the smoke behind me. I got to playing around there with some of the saws. Last night I played around with the Pro Mac, and I couldn't quite get it running. It burped a little bit once or twice, but yeah, still there's something odd there. I kid you not. Now it looks really nice on the outside. Pretty much all these don't look too bad on the outside. The home light's a little on the rougher side, but yeah, but anyway, they look nice on the outside. I opened them up, checked the air gap for the coil to the flywheel, and check all the connections, make sure everything was running good, and then I was gonna clean out a little bit. Well, I kid you not. I pulled this out of sawdust and oil. It's at least an inch thick. Just chunks of it. Just piled up in there. Everything was all clogged up. There's no way the fins would have cooled very well. It was a mess. It was a mess. And that was just the Pro Mac 1010, right? I haven't even opened up none of the other ones. So anyway, I was just playing around a little bit with the home light, and I couldn't get it started for the life of me. And then I was like, you know what? Let's try some ether. I sprayed some starter fluid down there, and it burped a little bit and wanted to go and wanted to go and wanted to go, and finally got it going. That's, as you can see, all the smoke up in here. So I'm going to give it a try again. Oh, excuse me, I'm spitting here. I'm going to give it another try. I'll probably spray a little starter fluid down there just to get going, but it doesn't seem like it wants to run without staying on the trigger, on the throttle. So might need some fine tuning and adjustments there, but we'll give it a try again. Here, I'll angle you guys down there. Yeah, excuse the mess. And I got saws everywhere, parts everywhere. It's just one mess after another. I'm working on trying to get something situated so I can clear out some of this stuff, get a little more organized over in my shop area that I'm trying to rebuild. But yeah, it's hard to do when you got new stuff to play with, right? So yeah, I took the cover off just to get to the carb. So I'll try this again. Just a little bit. So I'm going to pull the choke back. Let's see. seem to want to warm up a little or run too well. But then I'm trying to get the oiler to work too. But I just put some oil in it, so I don't know if that's working. Oh, yep, it just started working. Look at that, the oiler's already working. All right, that's good. That's good. So yeah, that's pretty much what it does. It just does that for a little bit and then it dies. So not 100% sure why, but I'm sure it's just a carb issue. Gotta clean it out. Set the points and all that, or coil, whatever it's got in there. All it's doing right now. Definitely smell the old stuff burning out. Smell it in the exhaust. So that's pretty cool. It runs, sort of. So just have to do a little bit fine tuning or something and get it cleaned up. And the oiler works, so that's good. It just took a little bit to prime up. I'm getting a little bushy, aren't I? Normally I keep this trimmed down, but I had just been letting it go. Didn't really don't look at myself in the mirror too much. Usually, there for a little while, I didn't have a beard. I just had, the goatee. So, yeah, just this. That's all I had before. Yeah, for the longest time. Oh, wrong screw. Sorry, guys. So, as you can tell, lots of smoke. Smell the oldness, old gas or something in there. It was completely dry, so I put fresh gas in there. And I'm hoping it'll cycle out eventually. And I don't know, I'll play around with it a little bit and, and get it running. But, oh, I do have a question. Anybody knows, I believe, Ironwood, I think you said you ran these before. The spark plug, it is throwing me for a loop. I had never seen anything like this before. Now it's I have to grab my little light. I'll bring you down here. Pop on this light. There we go. So on here, I have never seen anything like this. I don't know if anybody else would know, but I wanted to change out the plug. It's definitely an older plug. Now, I think, yeah, you can see pretty decent right there. Now, to me, see, that looks like it's just a half a plug, got a stud in the middle, and then this. Look at this. I don't know what's up with this. I don't know if you can see all in that. See? It's just a stud in the middle there of the plug, and then up here in the boot, it's just like a regular boot, but it's 10 times smaller for the stud in the middle of the plug. I deal with a lot of old machinery, but nothing like this. This is new to me. I've never seen anything like this before. So, if anyone else knows where I get a new plug like this, or do I need to change out the boot, which I don't have a problem with that. That'd probably be pretty simple to do. And put in the equivalent. See, I picked up new plugs, and I got the plug that was called for this, but it's just a regular plug with, the regular boot, like today's car plugs. They're all the same. But this one's different. I've never seen like this, so I'm assuming I would have to change out the boot to accept a regular standard plug end. So, but yeah, to me, I've never seen anything like that before. That one's new to me. I probably can ask my dad, he might know, but figure I'll ask y'all. I'll see my dad this weekend, so yeah, go over and cut down a tree this weekend over at my mom and dad's, so that's gonna be interesting. I think I'm just gonna start on it. My buddy Phil, he finally came around and on his own time, his own will there, and texted me and sent me a picture of his tree jobs he's been doing. Yeah. Here, let me set you guys back up there. Hey, you guys get a pretty good view. I mean, the plug works, but I'm sure this would run a lot better with a new plug, because usually everything does. I always like to replace my plugs first thing. Always replace my spark plugs first thing when I get anything new. Yeah, see, I can't even get that thing back in there now. I have to play with it. Yeah, this one came with a 20-inch bar. Now, I was a little disappointed on the 21010s. Now, the listing said they had 20-inch bars. No, they're more like 16. Yeah, I was a little disappointed in that. I think it was 16. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, that's kind of where I've been at right now. And I already took the bar off the Pro Mac and kind of messed around a little bit in there. And like I said, I cleaned up tons and tons of sawdust and bar oil. That all came out of that thing. I mean, big huge chunks. I mean, that thing was packed in there. Packed. I got all the inside cleaned up for the most part. It needs more work, but so hey, look at there. I did get it running for a little bit, and you can see I don't know if you see it, but I got a bunch of oil splattered from so the oiler works on this bad boy. But yeah, not too bad of a lot. I don't think it'd take me too much to get them going. Mostly I think it's just carb work. It's usually 9 times out of 10 it's just carb work. Get them all cleaned up. and situated and all that. But yeah, carb clean and a tune. I think that's most of it. And like I said, spark plugs, spark plugs, spark plugs. I always put new spark plugs in, no matter what I do. I did get my my Husky built. I got it back together and all situated. And I wanted to get it started last night, but I couldn't. Because as soon as I did that first pull, it went it's just spinning. I'm like, oh crap, now what? Well, at some point, the little tab on the flywheel here, mind you, this is a brand new saw. I only owned it maybe a month, maybe I'm 2 months at the most right now. There's a little key built that's casted with the flywheel that goes onto the shaft on the, so that key broke. When, I do not know. It must have cracked or something when it got smashed, because it was on there when I put it on. And I tightened it all on there, and then it just, that first pull, like I said, it just spun. It didn't do anything, and it snapped right off. The little end piece here was still in the key slot on the shaft there, so I had to order one of these, which is not a big deal. It's only $10 with my commercial account. And then I'm missing a screw for the handle. Where that went is beyond me. I find out everything else was there, but that one little screw. It didn't affect nothing. It's just there to hold the other side of the handle on. But I have the other two that's on there, but it's either fell behind my table, which is barricaded, so I don't know, maybe it bounced off and fell back there or something, I don't know. But yeah, it was kind of a little bit of a bummer there. I wanted to get it started, broken in. It is what it is. But we can work on this home light a little bit more. I'll take this up, see if we can get it running some more. Maybe mess around with the screws. A lot of times when stuff like this, what I'll do is I'll take the high and low jets and I'll count how many turns all the way in, just seated. Then, and if it's about where I want it to start off with, which usually 1.25, 1.5 turns out. So I'll count all the way in and then bring them back out to where I want them if they're not in the right spot. And I'll do that for both of them. That'd be your starting point. And then you can fine tune once it warms up. So I'll probably, let's mess around a little bit with this some more. And I know the video is getting kind of long. We'll mess around with it a little bit and we'll go from there. Yep, we'll do that. Let's do that. Why not? Why not? We'll take this cover back off. Yeah, I've never ran one of these old home lights, so if it sounds okay, whoever owns one, Ironwood, if you know what it's supposed to sound like. Oh, I guess I didn't intake cover off. This one's on the outside. Very nice. So if it sounds right or don't, please let me know. Because like I said, this is kind of new to me. I never See, this one was about 1 1/4 out for the high jet. So that's about right. That was one turn out for the low jet. So that was one full turn. So I would I'll probably go just a little bit more. Probably do a 1/4 turn on that too. And we'll see what that does. If I get this boot back on. I'm telling you, this spark plug thing, I don't know if I ever seen anything like this before. Definitely needs some cleaning up, that's for sure. Just running the chain around it, it blew out all kinds of stuff. Alright, got lucky there. Alright, well, let's give her a try. Now, the starting instructions, I didn't notice it until I had this cover upside down. It's the right, you take cover off, turn out, and you can see it right there. It said flip on switch, pull choke button, pull out choke button, lock the throttle trigger, open, pull starter slowly, no, yeah. Then replace the cover when before you get started. Pretty simple instructions, I guess. I noticed about half choke seems to be working pretty decent here. So she wants to die when it starts going back down to idle. So I'll probably back off. I'm gonna do 3/4 turn out on the low. And I'll probably do a full turn on the high. Just to kinda see where it starts. I go back and forth so I get a general idea where it's at. So I get it warmed up and then I'll play with it. So with the screws. So if I notice it's dying quickly like this is, I'm gonna back the screws off a little bit, the high and low jets, and mess around. Just play with it around, because every carb has its starting and ending point. So the engine will die when you don't turn it out enough, and it will die when you turn it out too far. So you want to try and find that middle. So that's pretty much what I would be doing, kind of going back and forth. If it starts to idle out nice and for a long time, and I don't have to mess with it, let it warm up real nice, and then I can fine tune it as I'm, bump the throttle a little bit. But this one, it could be just gummed up a little bit. Could be anything. Alright, we'll play around with this in a little bit. don't want to go back down to idle. So, that makes me think there's a throttle screw in here. Might need some adjusting. And I noticed when I turn the screws, it's not responsive very well. So it's telling me that most likely the carb needs to be cleaned. It's got it gummed up somewhere. Which that's pretty normal, and who knows how long it's been sitting. And throttle screw. We do not have. Well, I found a problem. Well, I was hoping to use this saw this weekend. Just try it out. I found the problem here. The throttle screw is missing. So that tells me that it's not going. It's the throttle is backing off too much. There's nothing there. Yep. So I might have something that fit that. I have tons and tons of different nuts, bolts, screws, you name it, it's in there. And my dad, he still has a bunch of old stuff when he was working on all this, you know. So I'm sure he might have something down there too, even though I inherited most of it. He cleans out the garage quite often now in his old age. He just gets rid of a bunch of stuff. But yeah, I think this will run just fine now. But I am a little curious on that spark plug. So if somebody knows, please let me know, and I can get that addressed. I have the plug. I pulled that plug out, and I looked at the new one, and it's the same plug. I believe it's this one. Yep, it's the same plug, except for, you know, it's the whole plug, not half a plug. I might have seen something like that before. Now my memory is catching up to me. I don't know why I'm squatting down. I just moved the camera up. So I'm all excited. Yeah, I got the home light. Yeah, I got the home light out just for you, Ironwood. I was gonna mess around with the Pro Mac a little bit more, but I wanted to get that out, see if I could get it going. And she's going. We just got to get the throttle screw, or idler screw, or whichever you all like to call it. I call it both. You know, it just depends on what comes to mind first. So, yeah, and the chain on there is pretty sharp. It's still sharp, so it hasn't been running. Hasn't been sitting for very long. That's for sure. So, yeah, I'll see if I find a screw, and if I find one and get one in there, I'll tag on this little clip of it running pretty good when if I do find one. I'll put it at the end of the video here if I find one, and that way you guys can see it all running decent. So, yeah, that's plus. 2 thumbs up. There we go. 3 more saws to go. Actually, we got 4 more saws to go. Still got to get the 141 going. I'm not sure exactly what it is. I just rebuilt the carb, so it's probably a matter of setting the points. I probably have to go back and check the points again and reset those, the air gap on that. So we will see. So, all right, I'm gonna let y'all go. Yeah, that noise you hear in the background, I'm sure you hear it. That's my fan right here, trying to suck up all this exhaust. Probably would work if I stopped running the saw, right? All right, y'all take care. Y'all be safe, be kind, and spread the love. Alright, I love you guys. Women, children. I love everybody. Y'all take care. I got a little surprise for you guys. Got a little surprise. Sorry, hold on a second there.
Here are some tips to cope with your worry and anxiety. Take breaks from social media and news coverage. We want you to be informed and empowered with accurate and helpful information, but excessive exposure will overwhelm you. When you are feeling
Got a little surprise for you guys.
take some deep breaths.
Now,
Slowly inhale through your nose and exhale.
I was gonna head in for the night,
As you exhale,
but
release that worry and anxiety from your body. Smile and laugh. It's okay.
I had a wild bug up my butt.
We all stay in our homes more and practice social distancing. You can still call, text, or video chat. Utilize your support system and those that care for you. Keep moving, go for a walk outside,
So,
but keep your distance.
the
Get
Pro Mac.
breathe in the fresh air. Drink water.
Now,
It's
I've been
safe
wanting to.
for your mind and body. And
I've been wanting to do this one.
give your brain a break. Have confidence in yourself.
I've been wanting to kind of run this, even though it came with a shorter bar.
Our mission has always been to protect you.
I may be able to maybe to swap one of these other bars on here, get a bigger bar on there. Yeah, so I went through and I reset the coil air gap back down to I think it said 11. Had a difference between 11 and 15. I went in between and went 13 the first time. Still wasn't getting it, so I went to 11, and I flooded it. So I went through and I took the air hose, pulled the piston back down to bottom dead center. That way I could blow through the spark plug hole and out the exhaust, and it just blew out a bunch of gas. And then without even no starter fluid, nothing, this is what happens. So yeah, one pull. It took 2 pulls to start it. It's got great compression. I mean, it's hard. Leaking bar oil all over the place. It had quite a bit of bar oil in there. So I seen that. I'm like, this thing had been running very recently. It runs. I got one saw running. It didn't smoke too bad at first, just a little bit, but now it don't smoke hardly at all. This was all from earlier. Yeah, stinky. Yeah, so I'm gonna throw this at the end of the video to a little bit of a surprise for y'all. This made my day because I've been having a kind of a hard day. I've been a little bit depressed today. So this helped out. And I've been thinking a lot about getting my business up and running and realizing what all I need, and it's starting to get a little overwhelming, I guess. I wish I had the money I wish I could get a loan. My credit kind of went to crap with this COVID thing, and there's no way I could get a loan. And with the house and all that, it's been a challenging year, to say the least. Uh, yeah, I'm really getting tired of my job, my day job here, and I'm just it's getting overwhelming. There's a lot of uh, BS, if you will say, going on, and I don't want to be around none of that. So I really want to get my business going, but how? Oh, I mean, I know how. I just wish I could partner up with somebody, that I don't mind partnering up with somebody that has the same qualities at work as I do, but it's hard to find people that do that. I wanna get this business going. I want to do some trees, and I know a stump grinder is your money, makes good money there, and I really want to get a stump grinder, but like I said, I can't even get a loan. I can't do anything. All I have is my truck and then some saws and my gear, my climbing gear. And spending a lot of money on that, and spending a lot of money on these don't seem like a lot of money, but for me it is. It's a lot of money. So I don't know. Just a lot of stuff on my mind. I'm trying to get out of this little rut, get out of this little depression rut, but it's easier said than done sometimes. But this definitely helps. This definitely helps. I got the home light somewhat running. Just definitely needs a carb tune. Or a carb cleaning and a tune, for sure. And this just happened to be set the points. Maybe the coil gap, air gap there, and maybe I'll do the same to that one. Look at that a little bit more. I would say tomorrow, but I'm gonna be up in the tree tomorrow. I said we need to get a big tree down at the Rotten in my parents' yard, and I'm gonna try to do my best with that. Just get started on it at least, because a buddy of mine, he's gonna be helping Phil. He's gonna be helping me with that tree. It's a pretty good sized tree. It's rotten. It's split, and it's an ugly tree. It's gonna come down with the wind like all the other trees did. Yeah, we don't want it laying out in our garage, and that's what ended up happening last time. So we can get rid of it before that happened. But yeah, this really made my day there. So I'm happy. I'm happy. Yeah, maybe I'll get. Oh, those are the wrong bars. But, well, I can run it with that bar on there anyway. Not a big deal. But I don't have to do anything else to it except for give it a little more deep clean. Get the rest of that gunk out of all them little crevices. But other than that, it's good. I had a cork seal for the gas lid, and I have gasket material, cork material, and all I did was trace this out and cut out a new one and put that in, and now the gas don't leak, but out of the top. Yeah, I was thinking I had to rebuild the car, and then I was looking into it a little bit more. I'm like, yeah, let's try setting that air gap a little tighter this time, and voila. And before I turned on the video I did a little, tuned the carb a little bit. I still could use a little bit more tweaking. I'll let it warm up some more and dig it in some wood and go from there. Do my fine tuning, but it's got quite a pop to it, and just idling it, pop, 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 pop. Um, I think somebody did something with the muffler. It does, that don't look stock. Somebody did something in the inside there. It really it pops pretty loud, but I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty happy. I'll get to use it. Now I already went through and I fixed up the pole on it. Uh, a bit, and when I tried starting it the first time, the rope broke. So I had to go but take that apart and rewind it. That broke. So, and then next thing you know, the second pull after tying fixing the rope, uh, second pull in, it started right up like a champ, like it's been dying to do that. So I'm happy. I'm happy now. Uh, anyway, enough about me. I gotta get cleaned up, go inside, go to bed. It's pretty late here, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. Y'all take care. Love you.